All right, what is up, my guys? It's your boy Brad. Two mics here on a bright and early Friday morning, August 15th. Happy birthday to anybody whose birthday it is. I know there's a lot of birthdays on August 15th, but yeah, so let me get right into this. It's been a long day, and I think I'm going to try something new here. I was watching one of the bodybuilding podcasts I watch, which is very similar to BMX. I like it. I don't know why, but no, I don't do it. But it's very subjective. It's very opinionated. You kind of decide what you like, what you don't, and you can't really disagree with someone. If someone likes something, they like it. If they don't, they don't. And so every now and then you'll see like just someone get really screwed over, like a really like just kind of like a bad political, like you knew someone should have won and they didn't win, and it's like so obvious to everybody and you just don't know why they didn't, and maybe the higher ups had a reason for it or not, but either way, he decided to do some old school videos that he used to do, and he called them hot takes. And he's like, and in these hot takes, he's like, I don't hold back anything. He's like, I give my full opinion. I say everything. I just might say a curse word. So if you don't want to hear my opinion and you don't want to be offended, you might want to change the channel. So after hearing that, watching a few of his hot takes, kind of liked them. I loved hearing his opinion. I disagreed with some of them, but I did like hearing them. And I think I'm going to try the same thing. I've pretty much been, pretty positive towards BMX. I give a lot of compliments. I don't put a lot of people down. I rarely get into anything controversial. But I think now, after this past week, it's been a little bit of a rough week. And I've never thought that when people told me, don't do the bike shop, it's going to make you dislike BMX, that could happen. I feel like that happens to everyone. It's like falling in love or something, but it almost started to happen today, and I'm doing this to kind of prevent it because I just kind of want to talk to you guys about how that can happen and how not to let it deter you when you're like, man, fuck this shit, I'm out, these dudes are assholes, and I don't need it. So yeah, that happens, man. That happens to all of us. Don't act like it never happened to you, because it's happened to you. And it doesn't feel good. It just sucks, and BMXers are very subjective. They're very cliquey, they're very subjective, and they're very picky as to who they let into their circles. And I'm 45. I'm old. Like, I'm old. So to have that feeling, like I haven't had that feeling for so long, because usually I just don't let it phase me, because anyone that's ever like saying that, or especially at my age, it doesn't bother me. But if it's someone that I admire, someone I look up to, someone like that, I look at as, man, it'd be cool to be that person. Like if someone like that does it, it kind of like gets you a little bit, no matter how much you just want to be like, they're human, they're just human, man. I'm a human, they're a human. So it hurts a little bit. So that accompanied with kind of having a rough week. It's been real humid here. The shop's not doing too good. And I was working kind of late last night, and I was like looking at Instagram, and I saw a post of dude on a scooter, scooter, doing some crazy shit, like wall ride, 180, 6 feet up, like landing on wheels this big, and like that's got to be hard. I know it's got to be hard. Looks a little funny when you see an adult doing that. I will admit, that's my opinion. Can I do it? No. My knees are shot. if I did that, I would probably blow out both of my knees. So I leave a comment. Just so happens to be someone I look up to. And it's a professional rider as well. And someone I've complimented on many occasions. I thanked this person for conversating just because I appreciate like his, I don't want to, I guess, I appreciate the way he looks at things, the way he sees things in life, And yes, I did make a comment that you could say, comment was, as a grown man, I can't see myself doing a scooter. You can take that one of two ways. Like, no way as an adult I could do a scooter, or like, man, if I did that, that would blow out both my knees. For real. I can't even skateboard. Can't run. So I can ride and I love it. But with this media and internet and everything today, people are so quick to get defensive. And people that got defensive they just so happened to be people that, I look up to, and I wouldn't think would kind of like, come at me in a way of like negativity, like get the fuck out of here. Especially like after kind of forming somewhat of a repertoire with that person. And because I made a joke, literally like a joke about someone I don't know. This person calls their brother, everybody's brother now. They might have known each other for 2 years. Now they're brothers. You're talking about my brother. Bounce. Playa. Like, sorry, man. Sorry to try to mess around. Did not mean to crush Scooter Boy's ego. Didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. It was a joke. And I was like, thinking on this, like I was kind of bummed. I was like, man, like I had such a different perspective of these people, and I went to the Dawn on the streets this year, the final Dawn, had a blast, like met a ton of pros. Every pro was cool. The only pro that kind of wasn't literally explained to me, bro, I've been up for like 48 hours. That's the only reason I can hardly talk. Thank you. That's cool. Like, hey man, that's my buddy. Like, you can't do that scooter stuff. Like, it's really difficult. Sorry, bro. I did not mean any harm by it. It was a joke. So instead of the hot takes, I warn you, this is going to be called I Got a Bone to Pick. And I just thought of that, to be honest. I was going to keep this up here so that when you guys saw the bone death frame, you knew it was going to be one of these type of videos. But yeah, so like I got a bone to pick with the BMX industry in that aspect where it's like professionals should act like professionals, I think. Even though I'm 45 and this person's younger, like, come on, man. Like, who am I? I'm nothing. You know what I mean? Like, really, literally, we're all humans here. Like, we all make jokes. Sometimes people say things. Should you take it out of hand, especially after a person who's never said anything negative ever, all of a sudden, like, makes a joke, and you're just like, I don't know. I find it kind of crazy. I think those people should be like, held to a bit of a higher standard. I do. I know, like, what brought it back for me was as my day went on, like I got to get something to eat late, and I usually watch YouTube and some bike videos. And I heard like I saw the new Alec Donnachie video, and it was pretty crazy. And I don't ever seem to really get too excited about the Alec Donnachie videos because he's so technical. Like his whole video can be on a ledge. Like you can watch Alec Donnachie do like a half-hour video on like 10-foot just like ledge. Dude's so good. Like all different tricks. Not that that's not crazy, but I'm more I relate to what I ride. I'm not good at tricks like that. I like spots, and I like, you know, letting the spot kind of dictate the trick. And the video started, and like, oh, speaking of watching videos, I also wanted to thank someone chimed in too on the comments. I think his name was Miles, and said at least he has someone to ride his scooter with on Sundays. Thanks for watching, Miles. I appreciate it. I know I'm not riding my bike alone right now on Sundays. But back to Alec Donnachie, real rider. Yeah, so dude, watch this video. It's called Jetlagged. He totally, man, I wanted to put my helmet on for this because I didn't really want to get into this. I want to start doing some video reviews. Yeah, I can play the Alexa, put a video on, talk about it, watch it with you guys, show you some of the crazy shit that these guys do that is like insane. And what it was that actually made me like watching these guys do these tricks, watching Alec like defy gravity with nollie to feeble down a rail was insanity. Watching, man, I watched that. Boyd came up next. Boyd's just crazy anyway. But there was like another one that, like, man, just watch it because it's probably one of the, it's like one of the best videos. Rich Foreign. It's a Rich Foreign video. I want to make sure I say that. It was awesome. They're both Rich Foreign. And yeah, it's just crazy. The guy lives on his front tire. Oh, there's like this spiral staircase, right? And it's one of those staircases where if you ride at it, you could probably do like an bunny hop and just gap over the concrete that wraps around. And a lot of guys do like half cabs over that and stuff. My boy does a G-turn 360 over the brick circular staircase. So give it like 4 feet from the G-turn to the staircase that wraps around of bricks. So he's got to gap the 4 feet, and then let's say it's about 3 feet high as it's getting lower. So it's getting a little lower. So off his front tire and G-turn, he manages to tuck it and 360 and then land. And I think it's almost going down a really slight hill, which is like the most perfect condition for landing. But guy 540s out of wall rides. So insane. Jet lag. Shout out to Alec Donnachie. You definitely made me want to watch you ride. I think you're Street Rider of the Year easily. Then goes right. I went right into a Rich Foreign, same name, jet lagged video with Boyd Hilder. And the music was so good because like the Boyd one started putting me to sleep a little bit with his like 10-foot high wall ride tail whips. And then it just like, you're like, oh, it's a Boyd video. Then he just goes back into crazy stuff, spot riding too. Like him and Alec are doing crazy spot riding. And it was really good to watch. It started getting me like amped up again because these are guys I met. Like I didn't meet Alec Donnachie, and I didn't meet Boyd Hilder. But right after that, a Sabrosa video came on, Miami Twice, with Matt. You guys know his name. I'm going to think of it in a second. I can't. I'm drawing a blank. But Simone's in it, and Yoris Colom is in it. Matt Ray. My bad. Matt Ray. I met Matt Ray. I met Yoris, and I didn't meet Simone. But guys, they killed it too. And I know that video came out a while ago, and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, Kramus video, and then you see it, and then I'm like, definitely a Ryan Chadwick video to watch it go from Rich Foreign to Ryan Chadwick when you watch BMX as long as I have been. Like, it's kind of delightful. It's like watching one show that's a drama and then watching another one that's just like chill kind of, but interesting to watch show. So yeah, Chadwick too. Shout out to Ryan Chadwick. That definitely was a great video. I love the three characters of Matt Ray, Yoris, and Simone. They are like their own action figures. So is Boyd, and yeah, man. So is Alec too, like with the helmet and stuff. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna stay focused on BMX, and I'm gonna remember like that the 90% of the guys that I met were all so cool. They didn't even know me, and they were cool. Like mess with them. Dakota Roach, cool as shit, came over to me one in a spot in New York and was like, "How's the spot?" I'm like, "I can't do shit here," but I'm like, "Yeah, I think you'll like it." You liked it. I couldn't do much there. I just kind of watched him, but yeah, Dak with the hat on and the jeans. Like these, they're great guys, and I'm not gonna let that ruin it. I just those things got me thinking, and yeah, I'm gonna keep enjoying this, and even if I don't have anyone to ride with, I still like coming home. I'm gonna keep this as a hobby. I'm still gonna keep doing this, and if you guys like watching this, I'm gonna keep talking. So yeah, when you see the bone death, it means I got a bone to pick, and that was it today. Kind of some BMX and bullshit, which is another idea I have on the way. But all right, guys, that's it. I'm out. Oh, I never asked y'all if you could subscribe. When we get to 2,000 subscribers, I have some stories to tell you guys, but I'm not telling you till we get at least at 2,000, and that's if you care. So I will know.